pussy right there.
Oh my goodness, is that green? Oh my god.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Burke back here again with another banger for you. Yes, another banger. But it's not any type of banger. It's a dribble tutorial type of banger. You hear me? Yeah. Get hyped up because I'm about to teach you how to dribble. Feel me? I'm not gonna put too much advanced, but I'm gonna put a little bit of advanced dribbles in there, but mainly gonna be some basic dribbles for the people that, feel me, really don't know what they doing, like when it comes to the dribbling. Feel me? First and foremost, the first step before we even get to the dribbling part of the video, you may have to pause this video and then go to another video, because if you don't have the dribble move that I have on, you may not be able to do the moves that I'm doing in this video. So pause this video. If you don't have on my Sigs, go to my video where I dropped my Sigs, watch that video, put those Sigs on, and then come back to this video. And then, feel me, this should be the part where you did that already, and then now you back at this video, and now we could get started into the dribble tutorial. Yeah, so let's get it started. If I'm going too fast in this video, you can always pause it and go back and rewatch it. For the first move I'm going to be teaching how to do is a momentum crossover. If the ball is in your left hand, you're going to be flicking up on the right stick and moving your left stick to the right. That's all you need to do for the first move. For the next move I'm going to be teaching how to do is my famous snatch. Feel me? To do this move is pretty easy. You've got to be holding R2, flick your right stick up, and be holding your left stick down as if you're moving backwards down the court. That's pretty easy. And as you see, you have to learn the time of spamming it. It's not like boom, 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 boom. You gotta let the whole snatch render and then do the snatch again and then do it again. Just practice it in your micro, and I'm telling you, you're gonna be a dribble god by the end of this video. The next move I'm gonna be teaching how to do is the behind the back misdirection. Now, if the ball's in your right hand, you want to be holding R2, flick diagonal down to the left on your right stick, and as you're doing that, you have to be moving your left stick to the right. Like, it's called misdirection for a reason. It's like both of your sticks are going to be moving in the opposite direction. So if your ball's in your right hand, flick diagonal down to the left and move your left stick to the right. I'm sorry. And it's going to be the same thing for the crossover misdirection, but you're just going to be moving your right stick in a different direction. So if the ball's in your right hand, instead of moving diagonal down to the left, you're just going to move your right stick to the left and then move your left stick to the right. Like I said, it's misdirection for a reason. Your misdirection is in the controller for you to render that move. Feel me? Like I said, if I'm going too fast, you can always go back to the video. Now, to do my spin back, you got to be flicking your right stick from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Imagine a clock. Move your right stick 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock and pay attention to the way I'm moving to the paint. Like, you have to really be angling your character towards that bucket, or you won't get that. Like, you're gonna end up getting that move I just got right there. You have to look how I loop into it. See how I loop into it? Pay attention to my character. I'm looping into it before I do the spin back. You have to make sure you're running towards the basket in order for this move to render. I'm sorry, I'm trying to speak a little too fast right now, but you have to make sure you're running to the basket in order for this move to render, or it won't render. And I'm gonna do it to the left side just to show y'all what I'm talking about. You see how I'm looping into it as I'm running towards the basket? Like, that's the only way you're gonna be able to do this move. And if you want to do it with the left hand, it's the same thing, just the opposite way. You're gonna be moving your right stick from 9 o'clock back to 6 o'clock. You're just rotating your stick like you're really spinning. That's all it is. Now, to do the hezzy, the fast hezzy, this is a pretty easy move. All you got to be doing is holding R2 and flick your right stick up. Or there's another way to do it. You can flick your right stick to the off ball hand. So in this case, you can flick your right stick to the right if the ball's in the left hand, and vice versa. You can flick your right stick to the left if the ball's in your right hand. That makes sense. And now this is the slow hezzy that I'd be doing. To do this move is pretty easy. You don't have to be doing nothing. you just literally have to flick your stick to the on ball hand. So the ball's in my right hand, you literally just flick your right stick to the right. You don't have to be holding R2 or nothing. You're not supposed to hold R2. If you hold R2, you're gonna get a different animation. Same thing with the left hand. If the ball's in your left hand, you just gotta flick your your right stick to the left. That's all you gotta do. And look, see that little speed boost I get after that? After you do that little hezzy, you could just run after that. You get a nice speed boost animation. This step back is usually I hope most of y'all know how to do this. All you literally gotta do is hold R2 and flick your right stick down. That's it. Hold R2, flick your right stick down for this step back right here. You can run after this. A lot of people run off this move, but hey, I'm gonna teach y'all how to do it. But hey, you see how to do this crossover right here down the court. As I'm running down the court, once I do the crossover, I'm flicking my right stick to the left, like my ball's in the right hand and I flicked it to the left, but you have to let go of turbo. Now to do this type of crossover, you don't need no right stick movement. This is all left stick movement. So if the ball's in your left hand, you just run back to the right. But you see the way I'm running, like I'm looping it. You gotta loop your left stick. You have to loop your left stick. If you don't loop it, you won't get that animation. Now speaking of looping, let me teach you how to do my signature move that I created. Now I'm gonna call this move right here the loopty. You see how I'm just looping back off the spin? Like I was telling you how to do the spin before, this is where it gets a little advanced. After you do that spin, like I said, you gotta loop it to the paint, make sure you're running to the basket, hit that spin back, and like I said, I spun from the left. So I spun my right stick. I spun it from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And then after I do that, you see how I'm running backwards to the court? I just spun it the opposite way. I spun it from 6 o'clock back to 9 o'clock. That's all I did. And then after I did that spin, I'm back to square run. I'm running to the basket at that superior angle to where I can hit that spin back. So all I got to do is flick my right stick back from 9 to 6. And that's how you do the loopty. To do that behind the back I just showed y'all, you just hold R2, flick your right stick diagonal down to each side to the off ball hand. And the moves that I'm doing right now is literally me just flicking my right stick back and forth, playing around with it, not pressing no R2, just flicking my right stick back and forth, man. I know this dribble tutorial, this is my first dribble tutorial, so I'm sorry if I went a little too fast with it. Feel me? Drop y'all comments in the comment section below. Feel me? How y'all feel I did with this dribble tutorial? If it was helpful, if it wasn't, I want to know y'all feedback. But yeah, man, this is just me freestyling on my court to show y'all what you can do with these dribble moves on. It's like, come on now, these dribble moves are goated. But I ain't gonna say too much, man. I'm gonna leave that for the video, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Just make sure to drop that like, man. We out of here.
Turn up on the ass. I went straight the ball in front of trenches. Vroom, vroom, I start my engine. Fucked every bad bitch down my timeline. Niggas be hoes, they all in my mentions. That's the sound of them switches when I get the sense and the nigga against me. I ain't broke, baby.